Champion with you today, and alongside me, top analyst Jim Beglin.
Yeah, thanks, John. Well, we have great expectation here today for both sets of players. I mean, this match really promises something good.
Good form leads to plenty of confidence and hopefully a bright display on the pitch.
Well, I think we know what we're in for, whatever the circumstances that exist when these two meet. Losing really isn't an option, making this another intense, feisty clash, which should keep everyone on edge. The fans are more nervous than the players, to me, confirming an atmosphere of angst. Try telling them there's nothing riding on this.
So let's get down to business. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I see this guy Pavard as one of the best right-backs in the world, although he always states his desire to play in a more central position, especially when it comes to carrying the ball forward. He's extremely adept, and let's see how well he links up with players ahead of him, Peter. He's very smart. Keep an eye on him at times.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Loses out physically. Egan Riley. A little bit of jostling going on here. Lovely control. Hits it in towards the middle. And the goalkeeper well placed to take the cross.
Marseille have opted to really stretch the game now.
With a view to what exactly, Jim?
It looks as if...
Driven in. He couldn't quite beat it right.
Yeah, and it all came from very good trickery in the wider position, but quite a static defence. Was pretty fortunate to survive that little episode. It should have been much worse.
Marquinhos. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Tim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come...
There's a possibility here for a shot. He created a great chance there, but no success.
Oh, that was a lovely little dink over the top, just to get the runner in on the keeper, and what a pity, he just couldn't produce a goal from that.
And that's not getting through. Forward it goes. Ruiz. Looking to exploit the space. Wins it back. And suddenly the defence is on the back foot.
Doué can't hurt you with his back to goal, and I think if they can keep him facing in that direction, then the only thing he can do really is to just lay the ball off, and he's not really going to cause much trouble if he continues doing that. So I think they're defending him very, very well.
Can he put it away? Oh, great tackle. Had to get it right. That's going to go a long way. Drive it here. That was a carbon copy of an earlier miss.
They're just lacking the cutting edge, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
And that's gone straight to the keeper. An important interception. Things were starting to look dangerous. tried to play it through.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Losing his footing. Neat ball through the middle. Takes a shot. Goal! Paris Saint-Germain.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front. They really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
Paris Saint-Germain have the priceless opener.
Well, that goal has got the whole stadium rocking here. This is exactly the kind of atmosphere the players should feed off now.
A warm welcome to a place that prides itself on being one of the homes of football, and what a sight it provides. It's John Champion here at the microphone, and alongside me we have a top football analyst in Jim Beglin.
Hi John, I can tell you, I'm absolutely delighted to be here.
All things point to a routine victory, but there are some amongst us here who are hoping for a memorable day.
Well, on the face of it, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
And that gets things running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential, Peter, it's hard to look past Pedri, who is probably going to have a very busy game here. I think he's got everything that you need to play in a midfield role, and he's so cute, clever with any aspect of the game in that department, which is usually the busiest part of any field. He will always find a way of standing out because of his beautiful, beautiful passing.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Drives it in. It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And that is a perfect finish to a perfect move.
Well, how's that for composure? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
we have a shock on our hands. Kabossi. Balde. Casado. Good strength, just wrestled him off the ball. Thwarts them in his own half. Out towards the byline. The goalkeeper's got a hold of it. Barcelona are working the ball as only they can.
And it's a style that requires players of high calibre technique to move the ball about quickly in tight areas.
Casado. Paris Saint-Germain have hit the front early, a foothold in the game.
Always when you score early, it gives you such a lift, and it casts doubt in the minds of your opponents at the same time. And that pretty much sums up the difference in what we've seen. One team assured, the other a little unsure.
Hits the ball. That was really close.
Well, if he hopes to do better than that, he's got to work on his technique and his timing. The contact wasn't right there, so there wasn't much chance of success.
Pedri. They've scored in the opening 10 minutes of the game, and it's 1-0. Wins it back. Ball in, and a header! Oh, it's in! Now have the equaliser they were looking for. People will admire the header, but really, it's the cross that deserves the praise.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
They kick off with parity restored.
Yeah, in a game like this, every chance is vital, but they're back on level terms.
Over the top, flicks it over the top, and that's gone straight to the keeper. Dembele. Now there's a chance to counter. Nice bit of trickery. Skillfully hit. Goal! Paris Saint-Germain. They were in need of something special, and my word, he's provided it.
Paris Saint-Germain are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
They now lead by 1 goal. Garcia. Looking for his teammate. Has got it back. That looked a foul, and the referee's given it. Marquinhos. Plays the ball out wide. Plays a low cross in. Looking for his teammate, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Rafinha. A little bit of jostling going on here. An important interception, things were starting to look dangerous. He got back very well there, it was good defending. Looking to make use of the flank. Carlos. Can he put it away? Opportunity for a goal. A close shave there. Garcia. Pedri. Lamine Yamal. Switches play to the other side. He's looking for options. Oh, good challenge, and he's got it back. Promising to start with, but things quickly went awry. Well played, that got them out of trouble. Lamine Yamal knocks it through, surely whacks it. Ruiz. And there is the referee's whistle to end the first half.
So a really good half of football, 3 goals and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.